Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm World Dragon, and this is the continuation of our Timberborn run in Beaverpool. We're on Oasis map on the 1.0 full release, at least in the experimental branch. Now, I've been given a recent tip. Thank you very much, by the way. That to save myself from bad tide, I need to stop this thing from putting out any bad water, and to do that, I need to read the description of what it truly does, which is it will not put any water out above a height of 0.8, aka it will put water out up to a maximum height of 0.8. So if I fill up this pool above the height of 0.8, no water will come out. So, on that, there's a very simple way that I know of going to do that, which is to use a pair of fluid dumps. It cost me some science points. Paths. Now, I imagine I'm also going to need a lot more water in storage. Now, I have 21 beavers. That's about, I think it's 2.5 water and 1.5 food. I can't quite remember. But that's about 50 water per day. So at max, I currently have 4 days worth of water, which is not a lot. So we're going to go ahead and build these down. These are costing me, what are these costing me? Couple of planks, couple of logs. Now, our logging industry is not quite yet online. I'm going to go ahead and expand it a smidge. We actually have a couple of corners here, it looks like. In there. Now, I'm going to say focus on pine if there's any left to be done, but it doesn't look like there is. And put that into there, and you can come up to there. So let's go and say build you into there as well. As there is no pine. Yeah, I'm gonna say focus on pine because then all of this will be done once all the pine is planted, because obviously I'm going to be chopping it down. So let's get our wood industry online. Once our wood industry comes online, everything skyrockets. Now, there's something else that I have been thinking about. This gives 400 power. So let us put out as much as we possibly can with this lovely bit of free energy we have been gifted. So, obviously all going to be in the wood resource. This gives 50. A gear workshop, which is what I need to do next, takes 120. Very annoying, not very round number. But I do need gears. So if I get a second lumber mill. Got some logs. We're getting some logs. First to get a second lumber mill. Then a gear workshop. That puts me up at 220. Yep, I can nicely afford that. That puts me up at 220. I could get another gear workshop and then another lumber mill. Onto the end, that puts me at max capacity for this geothermal engine, which, yep, I think we can happily call that done. We'll be moving on to this one eventually as well. The drought cycle has ended. Let us pause these two. Let's calm that down. All of our inventors are still moving, which is fantastic. You can be paused as well. You can be paused as well for now. And so yes, we want to start getting those gears in, because one of the next things I want to do is build me one of these. It'll cost me 30 planks and 20 gears, and that's going to be all of my planks and all of my gears for a little while. Oh, we had a small splurge of pine trees. Looks like that's now over. What are we on? 79%. That's pretty good numbers. 80%. Like, days left, could take. I have some more pine trees coming up in a couple of days. We have 3 people needing a job. Let's go and make them haulers. Now, I do have a slightly increased chance of injury. I'm just going to go for hope that don't need them. So I'm going to go and one of these in here. That give me a massive boost to my water capacity. Then I will go and build another. Go three. Go three. We can go 1, 2. Miss a gap. Little path in here means people don't have to run around. They can little shortcut from accommodation. Now, I am going to need a second source of food. Now, getting Greenland is a little bit hard because I have to dig holes and plant water, so to say, etc., etc. However, how much is an aquatic farmhouse? I can get an aquatic farmhouse. And this is only ever going to go up to 0.8, so I say let's use it. Spadadoc and cattail roots. Now, hang on, let's... Nope, I missed. Right, come here, you. Grilled spadadoc and cattail crackers. So grilled spadadoc would be the easiest to get myself a grill. 1 and a little bit of a log gives me 3. So yeah, probably go for some grilled spadadoc. Locked. They don't have an aquatic farmhouse. Take 12 days to get 3. That is quite a lot. Oh, we've got some more logs coming back in. Yep, all within range. Still haven't finished quite planting this. Fine, focus on the pine trees. The oak trees are just kind of a future long-term kind of a thing. Oh, you're slowly coming out of range. Right, wait for the day to finish. That. Put you over to this one. You can get access to most of the pine. And we are, yep, making ourselves a few more gears. We don't have too many logs. Probably are going to need another water pump soon, as I believe I'm going to be needing to increase my population very soon as well. And I'll have to get my third worker in here. Now, spiral staircases, cost-treated planks. Don't have those. What we're going to do is not do this quite yet because I don't have the resources. We're going to build one of those and then build platforms here and a few houses on top. So I might actually do this side first, simply because I do slightly want to rearrange this. Gonna remove that whilst nobody's stood on top. And we're also going to be throwing down some well-being as well. Gonna place some spots. I mean, obviously it all takes logs, etc. Without my logging industry really having taken off, it's a little bit hard to, you know, really push through. Let's move these two. More logs back. And ready to expand. So, ready to expand. that, we will be able to get 2 more houses up there. That's an extra 6 beavers. Idea, plan, thought. Let's put that door on the inside. Let's go and move that. Then go and put me a lovely little street light just here. Now it only gets 2 of the houses, but I think it looks quite nice. So we do have that. Like I said, yeah, only gets 2 of the houses, but that's okay. What will that cost me? That'll cost me, yeah, some resources that I don't really have. And it also looks like, oh, we're out of, on and planted everything. So you just go for nothing as priority now. 87%. Okay, we've got the 80% in some of these oak trees. That's pretty good. In a couple of days, they should be online. I say a couple of days, probably about 4. I don't know if we've got any more pine about to come online as well. We are still in desperate need of logs. A bad water source comes online in 3 days. Sure, it's nothing to worry about. It comes down here, and just joins into. That shouldn't cause me any problems at all. Nope. Sorry, a pine tree. Another pine tree. Okay, a little bit more wood coming online. That's fantastic. Like I said, our wood industry should kick off soon-ish. And I also want to get this aquifer online, which will take a couple of windmills. That shouldn't be too much of a big problem either. So yeah, I want to get more storage. I want to get another water pump. Generally good. We're missing 1 beaver. That's just on one of our inventors. Do you know what? I may as well take you down by 1. They haven't really got the resources for the building anyway. Now I'm going to start after thinking medical bed soon as well. This gives a medium chance of injury. So with that medium chance of injury, we do very much need some medical beds. Do you know what? Let's go and stick a couple in there. Next to our food, pretty close to our water. That's what you need for people in medical beds. They are very slow. Oh, we are also getting some more beavers online. That is fantastic. No, let's not go and do that. One of the next things I actually need is some storage, medium warehouse for gears. Gonna go and activate him as well. Wood coming in a bit faster. I mean, look, we're up to 95%. You know, these guys are coming online soon. I think we can now get away with 2 lumberjacks on the go. Yeah. Another farmer. Be one of the next things we do need in there as well. And like I said, another water pump would go really well as well. Yeah, our log industry should be about to start really taking off. And love a steam gauge. A lovely 150 science. Sorry, stream gauge. I always call it a steam gauge. I don't know why. It's just hardwired into my brain. Like I said, yeah, that'll cover a couple of houses. Not much. It's more for just because I think it looks quite pretty. And we can't quite finish it anyway. We are waiting on more logs, which we are. There you go. There you go. Now our timber industry is about to take off. Absolutely beautiful. Comes our oak trees. Dare I even put the third lumberjack online? I'm not going to yet. Not going to yet. Okay, food's down to 203, but that could just be an end of the day syndrome. Keep an eye on that. We are down a couple of workers, but we are quite high on kits at the moment. I wanted to make them grow up a little bit faster. I need a well-being tier of 10. They're averaging a 6 at the moment, so I need 4 more. Okay. And look that. Problem. That's okay. Apparently, he's claiming doesn't have shelter. Well, that's nonsense because there's 3 beds missing, so we'll ignore that for now. Obviously, Newborn hasn't assigned themselves a bed yet. Yeah, here comes our logging industry. Beautifully going to come online now. Buildings lack workers, that's fine. Construction does not lack materials, however. Get that. Get that next water pump. Let's also get... Wait, we can copy now. We can duplicate and copy. Get that next water tank online as well. And as we get a few more workers, we'll... There you go, yep, still 197. So we're kind of on the cusp of what we can manage with our carrots. However, we are down a worker here. Not really that worried. I'll chuck another worker in a little bit once we get a few more of our kits to be adults. Now, well-being, what can we easily do? A contemplation spot, 10 logs. Yeah, we can afford some logs. Let's give you some background contemplation spots. Okay, science is dropping off a little bit. In fact, yeah, we've got no science being created right now. And in fact, pause. Let's get one guy out of there. Take a hauler off there. There you go. Yeah, let's keep the science going a little bit. We'll get haulers to add. I would like to get to 4 or 5 as a rough number at this point. Help keep everything moving. Look at that absolute gloriousness. Drought is approaching. I'm not worried or fussed by that. Logging industry coming online. A couple of builders on the go. What am I building? Oh yes, I'm building this. Alright. Have the resources to finish building it. And so one of the next things I also need to start looking at then is metal. You see, you can be paused. Just you're good. You've gathered scrap metal. Congratulations, you're done. And need to kind of get up to this. The next things. And so that let's extend platform. It'll also allow us to get this last house. Contemplation spot online. There's an injured beaver, but he's in He's in a medical bed, right? Yeah, he's in a medical bed. Good. Good. 20% because that went up. Wait. Okay, it's 20% for working speed, 5% for growing speed. While being level 10, like that's what we need. I'd like to get 12. 12, you know, 10 and 12 is not too much difference. Let's push up to 12. Grilled Spadadoc. We'll get us a lovely +2. That'll be good. Contemplation spots coming online. That's very nice, very useful as well. I could definitely, going with the decoration theme still, put some shrubs down. I've got a lot of let's shrub the back of these houses. That'll get all of these houses covered by shrubs. Another little +1 for just over half of our beavers. All jobs are filled. Food is still holding. Water could maybe do with a boost. Let's unpause you. You can take another worker. We're slowly getting some gears. Planks are looking okay. Logging industry is looking fantastic. Yep, we'll oh, we've got a spare beaver. I'll be. Let's put you to work the farm. Make sure we don't run out of food. I'm going to put another worker in as well. Let's get 3 workers. As we are trying to expand a decent bit right now. Yep, so that's pathed up. And so then come down to here. Yep, that shouldn't be a problem. Let's throw that up there. Now let's go and throw you open as well. Now I have 2 lumber mills on the go. Looking very nice indeed. So, we're getting more ready for that dreadful bad tide, which we are terrified is going to happen. But Beaverpool's gearing up, I'm telling you. Beaverpool's gearing up for the worst. And go ahead and... Checking a path by there. One of the next things we'll do is build a smelter. 300 science, easy. Materials, close. Oh, in fact, no. The next thing I want to do is I want to get another medium tank. Hang on. Let's copy. We bring the settings with us. And let's go and put path there, because I will copy another one to there eventually as well. Oh, he's sharpening his teeth again. I could very much go and bring another lumberjack online. I have no need to yet, I don't feel. Grab another worker. And let's keep building what we build. Okay, well-being has reached 8. On an average. 8. Oh, we can get up to 9 quite easily. There you go, well-being is now 9. My new high score. I think I even watched that happen. Grilled Spadadoc should get me to an average of 10 quite easily. Oh, this guy is a 10. La la, he's now at a 40% working speed. That should mean that most of my kits now grow up faster as well. Fant. One. Oh, nice. So we can get another medical bed. Then another shower, then another 2 medical beds. If I put some platforms down here, I quite like that. Quite like that indeed. Right, yes, we're prioritizing this one first. Builders are moving as fast as their little paws will take them. But you know what? Let's go and chuck down that last storage tank there already. That could be the next build from that. And then, like I said, we're probably looking at getting our metal industry online so I can continue to do the next set of building. We have a spare beaver. How dare we have a spare beaver? That'll be taken up. Yep, this guy will take that up. Yep. That'll do our extra beaver. That's 200 of that? Yes, that's half of that output taken already. And we generally put, let's go for dynamite. Explosives factory, that's 150. That's 350. Don't... I mean, we could take another lumber camp up there. Maybe makes me not want to put one up there. Paper mill is a nice 80. That'll bring this up to 220. That'll bring it up to 300. Get anything for 100. And not a printing press, not a wood workshop. Anything for 100. Doesn't look like it, which is a shame. Making these numbers equal up to 400. Not the centrifuge, 200. No, that's far too much. A fluid pump, that's never going to happen. No, I'm going to rather struggle with that. Yes. Not too sure. I can definitely get another gear workshop in. Which it's probably... One takes 3. One takes 1.3. So I can produce just over twice as many planks as I can gears if I have this configuration of 1-to-1. Is that a good configuration, though? I mean, is it? Go chuck another one of those down. Get a few more gears. And I think it will end up being an explosives factory, so it may as well end up being another. Although, this leaves me with a 60. I don't think I can do much with a 60 either. Except for another lumber mill. Not quite sure how to take that one. Could I have done a better configuration? Hang on. 220. Oh, if I put an explosive factory here, that would have put me up to 370. And then I could have put... printing press and a gear and a lumber mill here, and that puts me up to a beautiful... Right, yes, let's... cancel that. Put a lumber mill there. Gear workshop there. A paper mill off the side of that. Hang on, I've got food stuff that uses power for this one, don't I? Grist mill. Grist mill takes 60. Well, that changes everything. No, but let's... 220, that is 180. I will have 30 to spare if I chuck down. I mean, I'm going to need to do my own power anyway. There is that point. So, you know, maybe I shouldn't get too hung up on this. Food numbers are good. Water numbers are good. All the water tanks are built. We're building a whole bunch of other stuff. We need gears. Planks. We have planks. We're scrambling through some gears. We need lots of planks. Wood. We have lots of wood. Happy days. We have 3 spare workers. We have the maximum number of builders we have on the go. I need shorter pathing. To get shorter pathing, I need metal. Right, so we'll come back to that one. Leave that to build up a little bit in the background. Down Aquatic Farmhouse, on the other hand, I very much can go and get. Right. Now let us... No, this is going to be the area to our... Going to be beautifully done with medical beds and showers. I ruined that for placing my efficient farmhouse. I probably... not necessarily. Let's do that from this side. The aquatic farmhouse, which can cover the whole thing. Maths in my head. Quite a lot. Something like that, except, however, as we're coming off with that direction, let's put them slightly more on this side. Okay, we can't put them on the showers. The work area we will have. Go and get those spatter docks up and running. Hey, everything, all the industry is going. All the industry is going. We have more lumber mills. We have metal on the go. We need to turn on the scrap metal once more again. We're actually low on beavers once more. We have no kids, actually, whatsoever. That's... Not bad. We're going to go and get a few more guys here. We are not struggling for food or water. Let's happily go and expand our town. Not a priority. There's no point in building anything else till we have more. That. Building this way. Go and get myself another house for this side. Let's go and match. For a bit of decorative lantern. Is that the right way around? It is. Alright, let's get that lantern in there. Go and throw down that path. Right, so that's... Go and get this house online as well. The rest can come afterwards. Yep, our log industry is going well. Our general timber industry is going okay. I am very much smashing out those resources, but I am very much using those resources just as fast as they can be done. Ooh, that's... Yep, I'm gonna build it out of the way because then up here I can go and build some underground storage. That. Call this second priority, because once again, this can wait for a minute until I get some more beavers. We still have 2 free beds. We're going to bring another 3 online. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. And do you know what? Afterwards as well. Not a priority this time. Go and put another house in there as well. That'll very much increase my beaver numbers. There's going to be another 9 beavers. Shouldn't be a problem. I am well above my capacity to produce water. Sorry, I am well above my capacity to consume water. And my food industry is holding at least level, and I do intend very much on bringing batter docks online. I will also need a grill. Our grill doesn't cost me anything other than the ability to grill. That won't be a problem at all. A really big pop-up window. Like, that is a really big pop-up window covering a large portion of my screen right now. I would say, potentially just go and place it right by here. We're missing 5 people. Yeah, sure, actually, yeah, get planting, of course. Get those spadadocs in the ground, because they take 12 days to grow. So once they're planted, I can take 1 builder away. Well, 4 people lack workers. Yep, it's going to be all those 4. Another bad source comes online in 4 days. Again, do I have to worry? Come down here, it's going to fill up this pool and maybe fill up this bit as well. Not really going to go anywhere. In this direction, it's going to come down here off the map or come down here off the map. So no, I'm not worried. I am no worried. All right, so more food going to be coming in. More beavers being born. So our water and food capacity should cover our new and increasing population. We will also, with that, we are going to be increasing our happiness, as these give a lovely +2. We are currently at an average of 8. We have 200 beavers. Probably not helping the things, is it? We are currently at an average of 8. We're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. We have metal online now, and with metal coming online, I think my next focus should be on zipline stations. Now, what do we need in total? Ooh, a lot. A disgusting amount, a lot. 1,800. Or 1,000 for that observatory with some pine goop. It's maple syrup. It's pine resin. Aha! I remembered. Yes, some pine resin. It does involve getting a whole tapper's shack and a whole little area of pine that I do not destroy. I'm going to be paused for now. You are, however, going to be on grilled spadadoc. Guys are fully planted. You guys can be paused for now as well. Go back to doing something useful. The time some of my kits are adults, I should be able to just turn these back on, no questions asked. So yes, I mean, I could easily go and do that. I could do just a tiny little pine forest patch here. That's all I'd really need. A tapper's shack is a little 2x2 building. Yeah, a little 2x2 building. It does take 500 more of science points though. And then also my observatory does take 200 power. Now, I don't have 200 free power, and I don't have any geothermals particularly around me either. So we are now going to have to start to do power off my own back, so to say. I do wish to get up here so I can get this powered. And maybe activate this area. You know, just a little bit of, a couple of little dams here, or even some floodgates. Nicely hold a good bit of water in here. Be a terrible shout. What's the dam? 0.6 again? Oh, yeah, I believe dam's 0.6. It doesn't actually tell you in the description, which is a little bit annoying. Floodgate is obviously adjustable, so that would be very, very useful. I could even... I mean, where's it going to go? It's going to flood. It's going to flood. It's going to keep coming. And it will eventually pour out of here. I mean, that's all blocked off, so that will block up there. I can even attempt to... Sounds run all the way across here, block this off, and a lot more green does turn up, but I don't know if it's overly usable green by me at this point. Filling this up, I think, should at least bring this online around the aquifer. Which basically just gives me another area for potatoes. My next farm idea. But yeah, that really comes online with ooh, carrots are going down. Carrots are going down. Everybody panic. How long for a grilled spatterduck? About another 8 days. Eesh. You got your third person? Yeah, you got your third person. Everybody panics. Carrots are running out. We still should have several days of them. Plus, if I unpause this guy just so I'm, gathering blueberries as well if the need arises. We'll keep on top of things. Yeah, I think jumping up here is the next goal. And we have more metal, just a little bit across. More metal, just a little bit across. More metal, just a little bit across. We've got a mine in the corner. Metal, more metal, more metal. Any other better? More metal. We got surrounded by a lot of scrap metal. Oh, another mine in the corner. Not too many mines. Oh, they got actual mine up here with this scrap metal. So maybe that will be the mine. Yeah, that's kind of going in the right direction. Still a bit of a jump, don't get me wrong, but we're going in the right direction, I feel. Yep, I think zipline stations are the next thing. It's just a point of getting them online. And a zipline, how big is the zipline? Is it a lovely 2x3? Oh, it is. I could put one just here. Go above the trees. I feel like that's a better spot. I feel like I'm going to be building and destroying and rebuilding these zipline stations. And yeah, I really could. I mean, I've got a lovely bit of bonus science here if I demolish this. I really could do with a few extra bits and bobs online. What's coming up, by the way? Another drought. Well, that's not too much of a worry. Costing me a smidge of science, so I'm going to be inefficient and just use a bunch of singles. Right, so this will get me up there for now. For now being the keywords. Now, assuming I can plug this straight in the back here. And I do need to leave one either side of a windmill. So we will... I'm going to plant... I think I need these 3 windmills because I need at least 200. And these give 150 maximum. That's not 150. That's 150 when the wind blows. Which is not very reliable in this game. So it definitely needs a little bit of going over the top, shall we say, and it's definitely going to need a battery as well. But yeah, a couple of windmills here should get this going pretty well. I am also then going to go and need, so hang on, there's so much in it. I need zip lines, which is an 1800. I need windmills, which isn't too much. I also have need power shaft, which is nothing, that's good. Oh no, wait, I don't need vertical power. Yeah, I do want to. Do I? Edit? Well, yeah. I don't know. Yes, I do want a vertical power shaft. So I want to build vertical power shaft there. Then go and build then if I go and build, can't build one there. Can't build one there. I can build one there, but I can't. What? How does that work out? The aquifer is a completely equal and even thing. So how come I can build one there? I can't build one there. Doesn't stick out anymore to the left or to the right. It is completely even. So why would you do that to me? Okay, that's fine. Okay, how about we try... I need 3 for this. I suppose I can go there, there, and there, can I? No. Yes. Yes. So hang on, what is wrong with... It's the tree! Got nothing to do with the aquifer, it's the tree. It's the damn tree. Destroy that tree. What I want, because I still want this path walkable, basically, is windmill. Windmill. Oh no, no, they're now too close to each other. I need... Yes, 1 each around them, of course. Of course, of course, of course, of course. Why, yeah. I don't even know anymore. No, it doesn't. It doesn't, because that's not quite 1 around them all either. But how about we do a... That'll work. And then we just have to connect them all, which will be absolutely hideous. And... yeah. Why not? We go power, windmill, bang, boom. Why can I not go boom? What's wrong with boom? Don't tell me the aquifer is now in the way. I'm confused. No, that's not right. That's still saying that these things are in the way. Ah, really? That's not far enough? Huh. That would be, wouldn't it? Let's... Thing is just messing with me. Put that there. Go. Power. Windmill. And that we can't do because of trees. Let us mark a few more for demolition. No. Pathing. Path. Path all the way underneath. Power. Power shaft. Universal power shaft. Wait, that's not supposed to go there. That's supposed to be a windmill. Okay, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to leave the episode there. That went about 10 minutes over for me just trying to design a weird windmill thing to put our aquifer online. Damn, that was probably as painful for you to watch as it was for me to do, because that just wouldn't gel in my brain, basically. So like I said, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to leave the episode there. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed it. And until we see you in the next episode, I truly hope that you will stay safe, happy, and healthy.